If you were watching live, you know it was very emotional, as expected today inside the courthouse. Senior reporter EILEEN Buckley was there. Many of you watching it on TV or on your phones, you were right there. And of course, as expected, very emotional. You've met many of the family members over the course of the past 9 months. What was it like for you in there?
Well, that's right, Leah. It was, the raw emotion was just incredible in that courtroom. And I have to say, it was truly an incredible lesson to our community of fierce racism and how it has broken so many lives. Those community members were able to stand in front of the killer of their loved ones and bravely describe the destruction that he's caused.
You didn't shoot her once, but you turned around and shot her 2 times. So much so that her viewing could not even be made by her family.
Family members of many of the 10 TOPS victims, those injured and those who survived, delivered 13 separate emotionally filled impact statements. Michelle Spite lost 2 members of her family in the massacre. She is the niece of Pearl Young and the cousin of Margus Morrison. She read off emotional letters from the brother of Morrison and the daughter of Young.
I still recall the day I viewed my mother's body for the final time at the funeral home. Her face held no familiar semblance, and I couldn't even get her wedding ring on her finger because so much of her was distorted.
One by one, gut-wrenching moments from these statements were delivered.
I will hurt you so bad. You have made me sick. You got my family crying. I miss my sister every day.
Barbara Mapps bravely faced the gunman who murdered her sister, Katherine Massey. She directly addressed the shooter, telling him that he killed her sister, who was a great person, and that he gunned her down only because of the color of her skin.
You gonna come to our city and decide you don't like black people. Man, you don't know a damn thing about black people.
That's when another man attempted to lunge at Gendron, but was stopped by court guards. Gendron was rushed out of the courtroom. The judge took a brief break, and then court resumed. The tearful mother of Roberta Drury spoke about remembering her beautiful daughter that she will never see again.
I think of her alone, laying on the pavement for hours. I've never been able to see or touch her after that day. I have been profoundly changed.
Others, like the brother of Andre McNeil, says the shooter took his entire life away by murdering his brother. McNeil was at Tops that day buying a birthday cake for his 3-year-old son's birthday.
It's sad when I got to ignore my nephew's phone calls to tell him his daddy's not coming. It's sad.
Outside the courtroom, those who delivered impact statements describe what they experienced during sentencing. Tamika Harper is the niece of Geraldine Talley. She says she actually saw Gendron shed tears.
He actually reacted to my speech. Why? I don't know. Is he really remorseful? I don't know. His apology, it didn't sound remorseful to me. It sounded like he just was saying it, just to be saying it. Maybe to avoid the death penalty.
Harper bravely says she doesn't hate the shooter.
I thought I hated him. Hate is a very strong word. I don't hate him. But I do hope he reaped what he saw.
Gendron addressed the court, offering a brief apology, saying he was very sorry for the pain he forced on the families and victims, stealing lives of their loved ones.
He sounded like a boy that was brainwashed by the internet, which is like the Wild Wild West, no control. You could do anything.
And for Wayne Jones, son of Celestine Chaney, he says it was very tough to look at his mother's killer. He wore this necklace with his mother's photo. Zanetta Everhart says she doesn't believe the gunman's words, and it won't heal the trauma he caused. Everhart's son, Zaire Goodman, was injured in the attack. He appeared in court, but his mom spoke on his behalf. I asked her about the raw emotion in the courtroom.
We saw an eruption in court today, right? And that's how these families feel. That's how I feel. That's how Zaire feels, right? That's how the entire Buffalo community feels. And it was on full display today. And I get it.
Now, some of the family members say they don't want the death penalty for the shooter. They say they'd rather have him stay in jail the rest of his life, and that they hope he has nightmares about the carnage he left behind. Live outside the courthouse in downtown Buffalo, EILEEN Buckley, 7 News.